Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe and sound. Today, I welcome you to my SST class, and we will be starting with chapter number 3, Evolution of Transport. What do you mean by the term transport? Transport is a system or means of covering people or goods from one place to another. That means when we have to travel from one place to another, we use different means of transport. And what do you mean by the term evolution? It means gradual development. That means the mode of transport has gradually developed. What means of transport was used by early mans are not used today. We use quite modern means of transport. The evolution of transport, just like the evolution of humankind, it has gone through many stages and it has evolved very slowly. Many modes of transport were evolved and many have gone extinct. That means earlier which were used as means of transport are not used now by people. Earlier people used to use animals. They also to move from one place to another. They used many different kinds of modes of transport. But now we have, as the technology has developed, we have many different modes of transport. So let us learn this gradual development of means of transport since the beginning of human history. Invention of a wheel and the beginning of transport. In the early times, there was no wheel and no vehicle. Early humans had to walk long distances and had to carry the load and the dead animals on their back. That means they used to carry their loads on the back, and it took them a long time to move from one place to another. They also used animals like horses, donkeys, bullocks for carrying heavy loads. They had developed, then they thought of developing a raft or a sledge. Now, what was a raft? It was, as you can see it in the picture, a raft was a platform or a straight log that could float on water. The men used to stand on these and used to travel on water with the help of a raft. Then, after the raft, later on, they developed a sledge, which was a kind of a cart made up of logs of wood that could move smoothly on the ground. They used to tie ropes to these and pull it with the help of their hands. This was a little better form of a raft. Now, the invention of a wheel and the beginning of transport. The invention of wheel appeared in the late Neolithic age around 3500 BC. Early humans, how the idea of a wheel came to their mind? Early humans realized that round logs of wood could move easily on the ground. The idea was converted into the invention of a wheel. The invention of wheel was a major milestone in the history of human development. That means with the invention of wheel, early human beings was able to do many things very easily. They found traveling from one place to another easily. First wheel was made by cutting logs into round wheels, was used by potters, and later on it was used for transportation. As you can see it in the picture, this was basically called a potter's wheel. And it was also used for making clay pots. After the invention of wheel, people started using carts for transport and chariots and bullock carts to travel from one place to another. Even boats with oars were invented to travel from one place to another. Transportation in the Middle Ages. it was not much advanced as we have it today. Traveling by water was lot more efficient as there were not any roads. Boats were made of wood and most of them were powered by wind. So they did not had much roads or road connectivity or railways. So they found it more easy to travel by with the help of a boat. In 400 AD, the muddy tracks were replaced by roads as wheels of the wheeled carts could not roll over shaky and unstable ground. Now, the modern means of transport can be divided into three parts: land transport, air transport, and water transport. As you all know, nowadays land transport or road transport is used very efficiently by all. Fast means of transport like buses, cars, scooters, and truck needs pakka roads. Pakka roads are made up of stone and coal tar. We have a large network of roads that connect all important cities of our countries. You must have heard national highways, state highways, and surfaced roads are nowadays used by people to travel from one place to another. Now you can see it in the picture. These are the different means of road transport that are used by people. It is a bus, a truck, a car, a tractor, a scooter. So all these. Now, what are national highways and state highways? National highways, they connect capitals and important cities. State highways connect important cities, towns, districts, and headquarters. District roads connect important towns of a district. So, as you all know, we use our car or we use buses to travel from one city to another, and we travel through state highways, national highways, district roads, and border roads. The highest road in the world is the Leh Manali road. So when we travel by road, we come across many such road signs during our journey. Then we have the rail transport. It is one of the cheapest means and the most ideal means of transport which is used in long distance. In India, the first train steamed off from Mumbai to Thane in 1863. So earlier steam engines were used which were later replaced by electrical engine. So the longest railway route is between Jammu Tawi in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. And some trains like the Tejas Express, the Rajdhani and the Shatabdi Express are very fast trains. Tejas Express is the fastest train in the country with a maximum speed of 160 kilometers per hour. At present, Vande Bharat is the fastest train. We also have a metro railway system, that is an underground railway system in which is used in some of the cities, rather the metro cities like Kolkata, Delhi and other cities in India where metro is operational and has started is Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai and Kochi. Delhi is the second city of India to have a metro rails, and its operation in Delhi began on 24th of December 2002. Delhi Metro, as you know, is one of the 12th largest metro rail in the world. Now we have air transport. Air transport is the fastest means of transport and it is one of the most advanced and developed means. Rather, we can say it is one of the most expensive mode of transport. We need to travel by air to places where we cannot travel by road or railways. Travel by air is comfortable but it is very costly. Helicopters can land in small areas and are useful in mountains and terrains. They are useful during disasters for providing rescue operations. We have many international as well as domestic airports. So, 17 international and 18 domestic aerodromes are present in the country. And the most important airport in India is the Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport at Mumbai, the Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi, Subhash Chandra Bose Airport at Kolkata, and Meenambakkam Airport at Chennai. These airports connect all India with all the major countries of the world. So, with this, we come to the end of our chapter. We have one more mode of transport, that is the water transport. The progress of the country, it depends upon the good water transport network. Although slow modern sea transport is highly effective method, but it is not it is only used to carry heavy cargoes from one place to the other. The different means of transport system has made our life comfortable and advanced. I hope children you must have understood this chapter. Please go through this video again and again so that you can understand the chapter, and if you have any doubt you can please contact your teachers for the same. Thank you, my dear students.